Hello friends, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and today I'm going to show you how you can get more impact from your floral frame dies. So I started with this Concord knife, Thinking of You die, and again it's kind of one piece with the Thinking of You that's separate, which I thought was really cool because I know I'll be using that Thinking of You. So I am using classic linen, white pearl and gold pearl from cut cardstock, along with some floral colors here. And so here's that die, or both dies, I guess. I've used a piece of purple tape to attach it to the gold pearl linen cardstock. And then I'll go ahead and pop out all the pieces. So that's what I'm kind of working on here, is popping all the pieces out. And I did end up cutting a separate piece in white cardstock to pop it up a little bit. And I die cut, again, another frame using the white pearl cardstock. So again, I'm just kind of using some of my distress inks. I used mustard seed and ripe persimmon here on the center of the flowers. I wanted them to be a little bit softer than that yellow cardstock that I originally had started with. So again, here I am gluing the sentiment, a second layer, so that again it pops it up a little bit. Now I'm pulling out white cardstock, and we'll go ahead and add glue on there, and then add that gold frame on top of that. Again, it just gives it a little more stability, and I think looks much, much better. So again, we'll kind of pop that on there, and then I'm going to go ahead and press it down with my fingers. And then I always use just a paper towel to kind of soak up the extra glue that kind of squeezes out. So, so I'm going to set that aside. Next thing I'm doing is I'm grabbing those yellow flowers and a piece of sponge that I have on my desk and a round shaping tool. And I'm just kind of running around the middle, and you can see that it left a little gray mark, but you know what? I was okay with that because again, it's the flower center. So now I have like 3 different colors on the yellow flowers. And so I'm going to go ahead and glue the flowers on there, and I'm just gluing the centers because again, I took the time to kind of shape them so they pop up a little bit. So I am just going to glue in the center, and I'm going to match it up there. And so you can see how I took that frame die and then trimmed the flower piece off there. And so now I'm going to work with the different colors. And so I have that, that's coral, basis coral cardstock. And I'm working right now on discount cardstock bay leaf, which is one of my favorite colors for leaves. So you can see I've cut additional total frames out there, and I am just using my scissors to fussy cut the individual shapes. And I didn't want the outside line of the frame, so again, I only wanted the piece that was attached to the leaves. So again, I'm using that spare coral flower to match it up so that I can kind of use that as a guide to trim around. Again, the pieces fit nicely together. So again, just still cutting and trimming. And there we go. And then I got 2 more that I need to finish up here. So we'll get those done as well. And so the next thing I'm doing is I'm trimming the coral color blooms off of the coral piece, the coral frame that I cut out. So again, it's just simply a matter of fussy cutting, and there's probably many floral dies that you have in your stash that you could do this with. It's kind of fun, and I think adds a pop of color and some interest. So I've got that done, and you can see that I've already glued the coral blooms onto the leaves, and now all I have to do is attach the leaf section to the floral frame. So again, this is a total die cut card. This is all die cuts. There's nothing else on here. So again, just kind of adding the glue. Found a little place, I needed to trim. So again, just kind of adding that on there. And then my one peach flower, coral flower kind of moved a little bit, so I wanted to fix it. So now I've got it all done. And there's the thinking of you. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that on a white pearl card base. So again, I got to kind of glue the perimeter of the frame die. Just kind of doing little dots here. I like the needle nose applicators. They just work really, really well, so that you don't really have glue everywhere. So again, still gluing here a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and pop it over. And obviously I've opened the A2 card base so that I can work just on the front and not have to work against the opening of the card. So again, once I've got it, I'm using my paper towel again. So then I'm just simply grabbing the thinking of you sentiment, doing the same thing, adding some glue. And then we'll just pop that right in the center of the card. So again, I'm real happy with the way this one turned out. So again, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, presenting for cutcardstock.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Blogger. Would love to have you subscribe.